Okay, it's finally RTA time, and with the new NORO, the team's gonna be a little different now. It's gonna do this, then do this, and put that over here, and that's gonna be a team. 1.207 mil almost. All right. Yeah. Anyway, I did do some earlier testing with like what was it called? Yeah, with Blue Tarara and Noro, but I think it's not. I don't think it's the team's good on, unfortunately. It's either just this or like this team or replace Isariado with the Green Jason. That's like what Tippin said. Because Tippin said Green Jason is better than Isariado in auto, which I find a little hard to believe actually. Yeah. Oh, there we have a strong opponent right here. Oh, give me the win. Nice. Okay, I see shades. Okay, yeah, this Antigua team should be very fragile, so I should be able to one-shot it pretty easily, I think. Hopefully. No, I cannot, apparently. Alright, whatever. Huh. It's doing less damage than I thought it would do, honestly. Guess that's what happens when no green Jason buffs, but yeah, that interaction is so funny. You just kill the opponent right away. Now I think I just kill Nishiki. Does this guy have an evolve ready? No, it does not. Oh, he's oops. I do need more CP, but unfortunately, I think what's holding me back the most right now is just tactics, because there's like a paywall tactic for like was like $200, something like that, a UR one, which is like basically 3k CP, very important. So I don't have that one. So that's like 3k right there. I'm also missing the Carvalhado cell as well, which again is like another like 2k CP at least, I think. And then of course like there's some scenes, but I think I'm catching up with the scenes. And also like the events pass with SR tactics, and they add up pretty fast actually. So I think that's where most of my CP is missing. But otherwise, I think I think I'm pretty much at a max CP that I can have, honestly. Hopefully get a good card. I guess not. Yeah, but yeah, with this new NORO, the the base CP for AOGIRI is close to that of Anticubus triple AOE, right? And that's assuming Mass Kaneki. But if but with Summer Toga backup instead of Maskanaki backup, um, the CP, like the base CP, is like literally higher than CCG, which is very crazy considering that CCG has an insane base CP, but then AOGIRI is like triple carnivals, triple carnival, and backup Summer Toga is higher. So, um, so in manual, I think AOGIRI has to be like the best team right now, but in auto, I think Antiku could still be better. Not too sure. Not too sure. Maybe I think like maybe just a like world where maybe it's a world where in auto you run Blue Tatra so that you can like you have a um better matchup against the triple AOE team. Oh, am I gonna lose? No, close. Okay. All I gotta do is probably just try to get a Yamori card, hopefully. Guess not. Alright, it's fine. I still win though. Huh. I wonder why the way the way Owl didn't trigger. That's interesting. Yeah, might take a while though to get from Master to Legendary again. But overall, like from the first day testing, I really enjoy this new Noro. Like not only for its high CP, right, but it's like its passives are like really interesting to work with. Oh, looks like if it looks like the resurrected Noro doesn't trigger his like reflect ability. That's pretty interesting. And also, there's like a bug where there's also like a bug where I'm pretty sure you saw it before, but there's a bug where like Noro's AoE attack on the start of opponent's turn triggers Wet Owl's retaliation, even though like the Noro's like trigger is a even though Noro's trigger is a AoE, so and technically it shouldn't work, but for some reason, like for some reason, Wet Owl retaliates anyways, which is kind of odd. Hopefully, we fix that soon. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't know, there's like a really nice tricks with how RTA like works, where if you like right after you use the moves, right, and you know that you're gonna win, you just like press press quit, right, and you'll still get a win even though you run who quit the match, but this only works against real time players. Against bots, it will not work, and you will just simply lose. This is that's like what I saw. The no damage is fine, I guess. His attack is actually pretty high. Yeah, I think he's like 3rd ranked. Yeah. Oh, Jade's changed his team. I think it's gonna be a more tanky one. What did he change? I don't know. But yeah, I think the only like real issue I have this Carnival NORO is that you get disrupted, and then when you get disrupted, like you deal with like no damage, honestly. Oh, he put Lyoko back up, but Lyoko back up still dies to NORO. Yeah, no disruption immunity on NORO sucks though. He has lethal immunity, but no disruption. That's a bummer. Because Isarayato and Yamori, the Carnival Yamori, both have disruption immunity, which is very like really critical to the part, like to your sets, right? Because it's like guaranteed, it's like set damage. Also, maybe I should just SSS the Isarayato. I have like 10 refinements lying around, I think. Yeah. I'm just gonna go for this guy. Oh, wow, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good damage when NORO isn't disrupted. This guy's not gonna win. The only real loss is that there's no green Jason buffs, because green Jason buffs, like after the rework to like the AOGIRI characters, the green Jason got a pretty important buff actually, where I think he does like more damage. I think like yeah, his like he gives like more passive, his passive boosts like do more damage now. But without him, I think it's still fine though, because oh yeah, Soulless Angel, really strong. Fortunately, still below 1.2 million. Oh, it was Green Owl too. I don't think I can actually one shot Green Owl anymore because the thing that let me one shot Green Owl was Green Jason, I think. Hmm. Wait, what? Damn, doesn't kill. That's unfortunate. Yeah, see, Wet Owl like retaliates for some reason. That's kind of weird. Oh, at least I killed the Green Owl, which is funny. Yeah, you win. Okay, alright, I'm back. Okay, yeah, sorry for the cuts, but YouTube just decided to delete my channel for fun. So I just like of course I peeled and I got my account back, but yeah. Anyways, it's the dipping. I think I'm dead. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't go for Yamori. Oh, Yamori's dead anyways. Yeah, for sure. Something could do, I think. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, but anyways, from what I noticed is that the team, like without Green Jason, buffing. Oh, okay, he's against me, but without Green Jason buffing the entire team, um, this new team kind of like, if you get disrupted, like if Noro gets disrupted, um, in the mirror, like I think it's possible that you might lose, because without Green Jason you don't have as good of as good of a damage, right? Because Green Jason does give buffs. Which speaking of, I do want, so Lord Shadow was testing I did see Lord Shadow testing a team where it was Blue Tadada, Isariado, Noro, and Eto, which I feel like has some potential, right? But I'm thinking that instead of Eto, maybe I should run Green Jason for his like for his buffs, as well as his like extra attack, right? Which does come in pretty handy actually. But yeah, um, I'll probably test that team out on my main account, because my main account uh has better modifiers. So like it's a bit. I mean that by that I mean my blue Tadada has like a full set of blue disruption cells, and then I also have like other like more set of disruption cells for my Noro as well, right? And I think defense and HP on Noro like matters less, because um, Noro's passive prevents him from taking more than like 35% of his health in a single attack, and what's it called? If he takes more than 50%, the next damage he takes is set to 1, which is pretty nice for his survivability, to be honest. But yeah. I also saw some like saw a clip from from She's server, where like Noro in auto looks absolutely diabolical because of the, is it lifesteal? Yeah, because he heals so much. Yeah, he heals so much when there's like no breathless tactic and stuff, which I think is pretty nice. Yeah, so far I think this team right now isn't the best one. I think there's could be some better innovation on it. I don't know. Like I really enjoy playing like more bulky teams, honestly. And and like before Blue Tadara, there was like Akira Mado, right? Which basically prevented like anyone on your team from dying back then. And I tried so hard to make her work, but she just isn't fit for AOGIRI once like power creep started to set in. But yeah, this blue Tadara, I think, and this new Noro, you get like double passives, which is really nice. Yeah, double passive attacks, right? Yeah. And another thing is why I want to test the blue Tadara team out is because against like the triple AOE Indigo teams, Blue Tarara actually shuts that team down because you can't die first turn, and you can just honestly you could like kill them back the second turn, which I think is very interesting, right? It just depends on whether how good a team will be in auto, because I think their team should be pretty good in auto, right? Because if you run green, like there's like no Carnival Ayato, so there's no like there's no bad moves that you can actually click, right? Because the problem with the problem with the current AOGIRI, right, where you have like Carnival, Ayato, and Yamori in auto, is that sometimes the bots just clicks the Carnival Ayato move, which is completely useless, or the bot just uses a Yamori move, like the first move as a Yamori move, which is also completely useless because Yamori does not have engulf yet, meaning that he doesn't deal a lot of damage. So yeah. Yeah, Eto is also another consideration, but I don't think Eto is good because she's too vulnerable to disrupt, and I believe, if I recall right, her passive, her passive actually reduces your own defenses, and especially in auto, if your Eto gets disrupted, auto's gonna pick the Eto move anyways, even though she's disrupted. So it's just like you just get bonus damage. But if that were the case, then you would rather run Green Jason, because Green Jason also gives his passives also give damage buffs, but his move isn't as bad if he's also disrupted, right? And of course his passive also has a passive that like triggers and does damage, which again is very 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 nice, right? Because the main appeal of the triple AOE and Teku team is that there's no bad move that the autobot can pick for you, which is why I think it's so strong. The same thing with this Blue Tata team, right? Because in auto you can there's like literally no bad move, right? Because Noro's a good move, Eastern Auto's a good move, Tata's is like okay move, and like Jason's also like a good move too as well. So if there's like no bad moves, then speaking of, this is the team I was talking about. Yeah. Anyways, if there's no bad moves, then if there's no bad moves, then you are way less dependent on the RNG from auto. Because sometimes, because like before, even if you have like Green Jason, right? The old and Agi team before Noro, you could still sometimes lose to Antiku, even if you have the CP advantage in auto, because sometimes like the auto just like picks like two Carnival auto moves in a row, or something to do like that, and that's why, and then you just get like, and you don't kill like Maiden Hirami before turn 3, so Antiku just full heals and then wipes you out the next turn, right? But with a team where you run something like this, right? There's no bad moves, so I think this team in auto would be very strong. Of course, I'll be testing it out in Stronghold or against like some friendly battles. I probably might do some. Yeah, definitely will do some RTA on my main account as well and record it. But for now, I'll leave it as this. Right. There's still like a lot more testing to be done with Noro. So yeah, I will see you next time.